Alright, today on JKR Builds, what we are going to be working on is popping these rims and tires off. And we're going to go ahead and sandblast the rims. We're going to rattle can them white, high gloss white. Two-part, primer and gloss white. We're not going to put expensive paint on this because we're planning on doing autocross with it to start off with. So I was going to actually paint the car black and all the inside black with white racing stripe with a white number 5, but got looking at the car and kind of want to go with the vintage look, like the 1960s, 70s Le Mans look, with the paint a little faded. So I'm going to actually leave it red, and I'm going to paint the rims white, the roll bar white, and I'll have a white solid racing stripe going down the hood, in the trunk, and wrapped around the back bumper area. Then I already got my numbers. There's going to be white circles with a black number 5. So I think it's going to look good. So that's our mission today. Get the rims off, get those sandblasted, painted, sandblast the roll bar, get those Rattle canned, and see if we can not get this back together. Let's do it. Alright, the wheels are coming back off again. As much as I put rims, wheels on and off cars around here is crazy. On and off, on and off. 5, 8 times, sometimes 12 times. That's what it takes to get everything figured out. So this will be our first one here, I guess. Probably do one at a time, since the car's up on these wooden square blocks I made here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to stick a deck of cards in there to block the tire out. Maybe that'll be quicker to paint. I'm not sure. We'll have to try it out. Alright, we have our first rim out here. We'll go ahead and kind of hit that real quick. And looks like they've been sandblasted at one time already, so, but they've been sitting around, looks like, and they got some more crud on them, so we'll kind of go over them just one time to clean them up a little bit before we put a coat of paint on it. So good to go. Sunlight's kind of messing with me. See if I can do it down here. I'm going to go ahead and roll with that. Well, I just happen to have a set of gold crown playing cards here. Seen this on the video. And a couple guys tried it with the cards. Seems to work out pretty good. So we'll try out. We'll see what happens. Cut the deck right here. Not about that. Look at that. It says Joker. That's my nickname. That's what everybody called me back in the days when I used to run around with big monster trucks. My monster trucks were called Jokers, and everybody started calling me Joker. So to this day, still kind of sticks with me. So, oh my goodness, look at that. That's gonna be fantastic. How crazy is that? Cards cost me $1 at Walmart. Look how perfect that is. Awesome. Then what I'll do is I'll just put a maybe paper towel, or maybe I'll tape the outside up real quick. We'll figure out something. Well, that works a lot better, a lot nicer than what I thought it would. What I used to do is I used to take tape and just cut little pieces to lay around here. Take forever. And then my idea was I have a 6-foot roller back in my fab shop area there. So what I did is I took a piece of real thin metal. I think I cut it 10 inches wide and I ran it through my roller, and I usually put that in there. That works out good too. But I just thought I'd try the old card trick today just for the heck of it. And I kind of like it. Now we gotta figure something to cover that rubber up with. Alright, I just aired that out. What I think I'm gonna do is try to put some cardboard around there. See how that works out. And try and make it quick and easy. I don't feel like taping up a lot of. Looks like that'll actually work if we just cut these in smaller pieces, probably. Just for the overspray. There we go. And then we'll use these on each wheel, so it'll be alright. Well, I gotta tape up the old valve stem. We don't want that weight. It's gonna be a little tricky where it's located at. It's gonna really make the car pop. Make it look like a vintage road racer car is what I'm thinking. So very excited about it to get it done, but we'll see how far we can get. All right, let's do it. Couple light bolts. Cards are working fantastic. Well, we'll let that one sit for a little bit. And we'll put probably 5 light coats on it, each rim. Then the 6th one, I'll lay it on a little bit thicker. See if we cannot bring out that gloss shine. Alright, we have our first wheel here all done and dried pretty much. Get this on there and see what it looks like. It's gonna really make the car pop. I'll really bring it out. Let's see here. I'm using my head. They always say I don't use my head enough, but I am today. Yeah, that made the old dull raw rim look a lot better, didn't it? It's a heck of a lot better. Oh yeah, liking that. Ooh, that's gonna look good once the white stripes going down the hood and the trunk and big number 5 on the door. It's gonna look great. All right, we'll sandblast some of this roll bar here and get this knocked out. All right, here we go. It's not going too bad. Alright, we got that first wheel on. Done. We'll knock out this next one here. It's gonna look awesome. So excited, can't wait. A few hours away yet, but it's gonna look awesome. Well, I ended up doing something different this time. Since I got some white overspray on the last tire, I just kind of took a piece of cardboard and just go around and hide the rubber there. And then we'll put our playing cards in there. I think this is going to be better for us here. So.
We'll try to spend more time on this one. I felt like I kind of rushed that first one, and it looks pretty good, but we can do better.
All right, the roll bar, Mickey Mouse bars here ready for a coat. We'll do that.
Put a thin coat on.
All right, we'll let that one rest for a little bit. Let that dry. We're probably gonna do about 6 coats on that roll bar. Always comes out a lot better when you do 4 or 5 thin coats. So we're gonna have to grind the paint off up in this area to weld on those trunk bars that go in the trunk area, but I should have just taped it off, but we'll just sand it down. Maybe I'll miss that spot a little bit, and then down here where it welds on. So, all right, we're moving on to the front now. Knock these front wheels off. It's going pretty quick, not too bad. I got the 2 back rims done and the roll bar. Wrong side socket. Uh-oh. Wrong side socket, but we got her. So yeah, all we got is the 2 fronts here to sandblast, and the wheels will be all done. We'll get them back on. All right, we are down to our last 2 front rims. What I'm gonna do is I taped both front rims up to knock them both out at the same time, get them done and over with. Okay, I ended up getting the old Mickey Mouse roll bar done. That's all painted up, but we just did kind of a quickie because we gotta weld some more bars on there, the downrights that go into the trunk. Then we have the rims all done over here. We're gonna go ahead and pop those on. They turned out pretty decent, and there's one of our trunk bars there. We have the rear wheel on, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the rest of these wheels on. Oh, I think by painting these wheels white really made them pop out pretty good, so pretty happy with it. Like I was saying earlier, I originally was gonna paint the car black with white racing stripes, white numbers, circles with black numbers inside, but the more I looked at the car, I kind of like how it looks. It kind of looks vintage, and I figure if I leave it red and do the rims white with the white racing stripes, I think it'll look kind of like a vintage race car. I think it's gonna look neat. Just leave the scrapes and the paint rubs on it, and I think it'll turn out pretty nice. We'll see. We'll get it all done, and if I don't like it, it's no big deal to take the stickers back off and repaint it. It will not be no big deal. So, oh, dazer. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the roll bar in tonight yet, and get the trunk bars in, and get it all tacked together. That's the goal for tonight. Then I'll have to see what my work schedule is tomorrow. Let's try to go ahead and start taping up the car to get the white racing stripes on. Hopefully tomorrow night. We'll have to see how that goes. Looks pretty cool. I'm digging it. Go down slow here. I got a couple of blocks of wood on the jack. Actually left it like that all night. I shouldn't have, but I ran out of time last night, so it is what it is. Never fell last night. Stayed up, so what all I did. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and move to the roll bar, see if we cannot get that in there now. Okay, I got my Mickey Mouse roll bar here. Let's try to get this in. Kind of did a quickie paint job just to get the ends because we're gonna have to grind some off to put the trunk bars in. Oh, I gotta see if I can remember how this goes in. Perfect. I was getting nervous for a minute. I didn't think I had it, but I think I got her. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to level that up, tack that in. I'm not going to get too crazy right now. I'm just going to go ahead and tack that in, and we'll get our trunk bars going in the trunk. We'll get those tacked in. I don't want to weld it up solid yet because I still have a crossbar going across here for our seat belts, which will be a 5-point harness. So we'll get that tacked in. Okay, what I'm going to want to do now is kind of level that up to the car. Car is pretty much level front to back. And before I tack that roll bar in, I kind of want to locate these, I think. I think they should go. Get the clamp on there. Okay, that looks pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack this bottom down here. Now guess where we're located at. Tack that for right now. I can still move it a little bit if I need to. Oh, let me see how do I want this. Maybe I'll tack this up here next. Feel better if I put a clamp back on there. Kind of eyeballing it just to line you up. I'm not building a show car here. I'm building a race car. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Good. Give it a tap back here. Okay, now that should hold it from front to back. We're still level here, so it looks pretty good. Then we'll go on this other side here. We'll check that out and see if that bar falls where we need it to. It's not bad. Grind the paint off the end here. Let's see where this falls. Looks like it might be a little forward here. So I'm going to want to push this side back if I can. Not go to tack yet. Let's hope for the best. Doesn't have to be perfect. I want it to look decent. Gotta figure out if I can push that enough or not. Hold it there for a minute, let that cool down. Alright, that's not bad. I think we got her. I think I'm going to give it another push and give it a tack down here just to help hold it a little better. We'll kind of go past a little bit. Let that cool down. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Alright, now this back bar. Kind of get this tacked where we need it. Looks like I need to grind off just a little bit more back here. Passer side. That should get us. Again, I'm just kind of eyeballing this, just to get an idea where it should fall. Put no eagle eye on it right now. I think I want to do is I want to tack the inside of this bar and roll it in just a hair. And I think that'll be what we want. So I'll tack it on this side so we can roll it towards the drivers. It might pull it that way, the heat. Actually, looks like by doing it, it ended up pulling it the way I needed it. So I think we're good to go right there. So tack it a little bit more over here. Don't forget to close your eyes. Looks pretty good. Y'all make it in the Mickey Mouse Club, right? Am I level? We're level there. Move it over, tack that. Oh, just burned a hole through it. I have to fill that in. Do a little bond over it. A little tap and go. Tap and go. There we go. I think we got her. Looks good there. Good there. Go back, check the driver's side here. And we are good there. We are good to go. All right, we'll just tack that up for right now, because what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run a bar from the passenger side to the driver's side for the 5-point harnesses. So, but yeah, I think it's looking really good. I like the white Mickey Mouse roll bar with the white rims. I think it's looking pretty awesome. What's going to be next is we'll throw the trunk lid on and we'll get all cleaned up. I got a lot of white haze from the Rattle cans on the hood. We'll clean the car off, then we'll get it taped up. We're going to put a racing stripe that goes across the front hood and across the back trunk. Then I already have my white circles with the number 5 that's going to go on the doors. I think it's going to make it pop awesome. So look forward to that. Again, thanks you guys for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.